what you also have that I think is somewhat of a potential danger zone. Now you've got two other partners. So
Mhm.
how long have you known each other, and what are some of the, because some of the people I'm talking to or listening to this are saying, I don't
Yeah.
want to go it alone.
Yeah.
Aren't I stronger if I go into this with other people? So give me your insights, Jackson,
Yeah.
into really going alone versus doing this with two other partners.
Yeah. I think that's a really good question. It's also something that three of us talked about a lot. And it was something we talked about in, the way we set up our partnership agreements and, voting and all those different kinds of things. I think to your first question of how long have we known each other, I've known Jeremy Wright. I've been friends with his older brother for a long time. So I mean, I've known him for over a decade.
Okay.
Carly, I met at my old firm and have been working with her for 6+ years. And so part one, you learn about your partners from working in the trenches with them, right? You're seeing how they're
Yeah.
responding to adversity and crazy situations, which of course brokerage is going to have all the time. There's never a dull day typically. And so that's part of it, right? You're seeing how they're navigating certain things and making sure that personality wise you're all matches. But what we also kind of dug into is, we took a couple personality tests to see, what is everybody's strengths and weaknesses. And we kind of had chuckle because a lot of them aligned with a lot of what we thought. And so the three of us are actually all pretty different, right? We all have pretty different strengths and weaknesses.
Okay.
And we do a pretty good job of leaning on each other and kind of believing in one another that like, hey, take a hold of this, like you're the best at this, go do it, right? Versus, and we also have built up a good enough relationship where we can say, hey, I'm not great at this, or this is not my strength, like I need your help here.
Mhm.
And so we've really worked to kind of tear down any kind of walls or anxieties about asking one another to do certain things. And then we've done a pretty good job of divvying up labor, because when you have partners, right, the worry is always, okay, there's three partners, is everybody pulling their weight? Right. And
Yep.
we've never really had a concern about that. And if we ever did, like, we're also so open, there's no resentment. No one's going to sit there and stew thinking they're working harder than the other. We get all out in the open and we work it out. So, but that's definitely a challenge. Going alone is the other way, right? I almost think one or three, right? To me, two sounds crazy, right? Because there's always just one or the other. But going alone, in real estate, I think you just have to be able to bounce stuff off of other people. And if that ultimately stops up with you, right, and you've got brokers that work underneath you, that can work. But I like to collaborate and brainstorm with peers versus somebody who's reporting to me.
Got it.